We've been talking so much NBA 2K.
The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the 1. And it's good for 2. Bill, some people feel Steph is already the second greatest point guard of all time. What would he need to do to pass Magic Johnson?
Well, he's not. I don't think he needs to pass to Oscar Robertson first, I would say, who was incredible and was the best guard of the 60s. I don't know if he's a point guard, I guess would be my big argument with that. I always look at Steph like he's just a guard. So if you're thinking about him in the context of the best guards ever, I think just doing what he's doing for 3-4 more years, now you start looking about him with Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Kobe. I think Magic's a tough one because that guy was in the finals every single year.
All the time.
I thought he was one of the best 5 players I've ever seen in my lifetime. The flexibility he had, the ability to play any position, how much better he made his teammates.
You've got Magic top 5 all time, overall.
I had him 4th. In my book, I put him over Bird, which killed me, but he just had a couple more years than Bird did. Bird got injured. Bird basically had a 9-year run. I have LeBron past Magic at this point, but I still think Magic's in the top 5 and is one of the great teammates of all time, too. I think him and Duncan will be remembered, and I think Curry's on this list, too. Those 3 guys are just great teammates. They made everybody better. They were completely unselfish and just cared about the team. That was it.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
That's a feed the green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should get?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
no.
What were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. The 4th spot held by Jason Tatum.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Oh, yeah, Greg. I mean, the collection of post moves these young big fellas have, it's unreal. I'd say some of the most unstoppable moves in the game today.
In watching Jaylen Brown, sometimes, you know, Billy looks like a future star. Other times, he's struggling. Now, he's only a couple years into this league, and I get that, but what do you think he needs to do to gain more consistency with his game?
I'm actually a huge Jaylen Brown fan. The last 4 months of the season, he became a really good two-way player. And I think the model for him potentially is Paul George, because he had a lot of the same checkpoints that Paul George did.
Great comparison.
Paul George is somebody that the first couple years of his career didn't go to the line very much, which I always like to look at to see, especially with a forward, if they're going to actually become a real scorer, you want those free throw attempts to be kind of in the 7, 8, 9 range. Jaylen Brown doesn't get to the line, but Paul George didn't either. And I think he's such a good athlete. He's a really smart basketball player. And I think he plays hard. I think that was a weird situation that he was in last year. And he was one of the only ones that got better as the year went on.
He plays hard. You saw something in his eye. I don't think you like coming off the bench.
He didn't. I think he's really good.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Walker following the score by Golden State. The kick out to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Brown's got 5 now. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
there's nothing anonymous about it. I mean,
No. Yeah. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care about it.
Our name is attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Wiggins outside. He's covered by Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
The Warriors lead it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wiggins against Smart. Here's Looney. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Over Smart and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Brown with it. 7 points in the game. This one for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's... So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green.
The way I judge, whether we can play the...
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Celtics trail by 4. Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Here's Kanter. And that one drops. Kanter's got his first 2 points of the night.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass, gets the assist.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Cantor.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Andrew Wiggins.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book that
it's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys, they're good at pointing, they're good at fist pumping, first guy during the timeout running over,
chest bumps,
they have handshakes,
all of it. Yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into
figuring
it.
out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we talk about guys with quick twitch, athleticism. Tatum isn't that guy. He uses instinct and skill.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Curry passes to Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 8.
I mean, he could wow you with his passes. I mean, that's as good of a pass as any three-pointer Curry's going to hit.
Smart finds Tatum. 1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Hayward outside. 4 on the clock. The pass to Tice. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
And entertaining as always. Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I
They're
don't want
off
to see
the
that
schedule.
team. Let's do the other teams.
You know, Greg, Bill Simmons has worn so many hats as a writer, a podcaster, a broadcaster. Now, it's nice to let him wear one more on our broadcast.
He's been successful for a reason, Kevin. There's a fearlessness, but also great humor in his perspective.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Walker. Lets it go with a 3. That shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Thompson in the corner from downtown. That one misses. Good work defensively by Smart. Tatum kicks to Walker. the steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 10 points and won a... And that should do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5, down low.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Here's Tatum following the basket by Stephen Curry.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. And he makes good on the layup. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Brown outside. Up top, Tice. Outside, Walker. Clock at 6. Out to Hayward. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good on the 3.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Passes it to Wiggins. Curry outside. No good on that one. Walker with some nice D. In the corner, it's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, that's 3 straight German League titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Wanamaker. Misses from short range. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range. And Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, when you call that great efficiency, both inside and out. New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
And it's Wiggins missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. In the corner, Tatum with it. Boston getting another chance here. Basket counts. Cantor's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough. Curry
dishes to Wiggins, and it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Cantor kicks to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. And here's Cantor. the basket. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Smailagic. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Chris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdul-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pascal's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 4.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Right now, right here.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Williams is out there with Hayward. And it's Tice in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Walker finds Hayward. And here's Tice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Stephen Curry, and he knocks down the first one.
Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
Now here's Hayward, following the miss by Draymond Green. Drills the three-pointer.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Curry. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Oh, man. His game is so beautiful. It's a joy to watch. Curry, when he's at the top of his game like this, crazy.
Here's Williams. Back to Walker. inside. Here's Tice. Offensive rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from deep. Curry with some nice D.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Curry against Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, you can't tell me Walker is not one of the most fearless penetrators in the league. The D sometimes has no chance but to foul him hard. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Chris, he's checked in for Golden State. Thompson with the bucket.
And in Thompson's career, he hits well over 40% of his threes. That's remarkable consistency from range.
Here's Walker. Count that one. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Now here's Walker. He kicks it to Tatum. From 12 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors leading by 5. Pass to Kerr. And here's Chris, guarded by Walker. Thompson against Brown. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. On its way from Hayward for 2. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry against Walker. Thompson outside. And there's the pass to Green. Over Tatum. And it's Green missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
It's blocked. Tatum passes to Walker. It's Brown on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. Now Chris. Defended by Hayward. Chris pass to Curry. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker at the elbow. And yes, it's good. Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He enjoys having the ball in his hands during crucial possessions. And the way Walker plays tonight, it's clear.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 3. 1:30 left in the 4th. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last time out. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. And it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots. As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in a tight ball game.
Now here's Wiggins. That's tipped. Outside, Walker. And he overshot that one, missing. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
Oh, look at that. You see, that shows what kind of athlete Curry is. His quickness to the ball. Get that shot out of here.
To the paint. Green kicks it to Looney.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 1. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
Outside, Walker. From deep. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for